See this lady? She's got a little too much. Little too much here. Let's repaint her. Give her a full whatever you want to say. There's been a lot of stuff going on in gaming. I don't know what it is. I feel like every week I see a news story about game companies doing something they're probably not supposed to do. What is that something? Typically, they're treating their female employees in a, let's say, unsavory manner. People don't like it, and I don't blame them. Now, I can't tell you right from wrong. I can't tell you who did what or whether or not, what they're accused of is true. But what I can tell you is that if these allegations crop up, there's certain ways to handle it. There's certain ways to handle it that I think are responsible to the community and, kind of make people feel a little bit better about what's going on. And then there's there's complete nonsense where you go, how do you think this helps? How does this help anything? You're playing a trick on people. You're trying to get us to look the other way. This is not helpful at all. Now, I don't know how much you guys followed the news, but there's been a news story going around about a very specific company, Activision Blizzard. There's a lot to cover. Disturbing allegations of their reported culture of harassment and gender-based discrimination, which are being taken so seriously that there's actually a lawsuit from the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing. Not good. You've got people saying that they're paid less than men. You've got people suggesting that people are saying things in the workplace which are not appropriate. Even a little bit of touching feeling. Not good. It's not good. And, I mean, regardless of what you think, okay, even if you think it's real or fake or some of it's exaggerated, whatever you want to say, you got to treat it seriously. As a company, you have to say, well, we're treating this seriously. We're looking into everything. We're taking all these allegations, and we're really going to dig into it and figure out if something went wrong. That's a responsible thing to do. What I think is not the responsible thing to do is to try and distract everybody with a little bit of historical revisionism. I don't even know what you could call it. It might be just trying to cover your ass, but in the stupidest way possible. Of like, we would never do anything to women. I mean, we love women so much that we're going to change our games to show how much we love women. They've already gone in, they've changed the names of some of the characters, which are based on developers who might be in hot water. Famously, McCree, the cowboy guy from Overwatch, he's getting a name change soon. Stuff like that. Again, I think it's kind of a smokescreen. I think it's unnecessary. I mean, sure, maybe some people don't want to play as that guy anymore because he has the name of a guy who sucks, but it doesn't seem like a great gesture to me. But they're going one step. I think they're going too far. And how they're going too far is with, here's a story from Vice, World of Warcraft update covers up obscure paintings. Yeah. This is so silly. I don't even know how to talk about this. I don't even know how to talk about how ridiculous this is. Now, in World of Warcraft, there is an area called Ravenholt. I guess this is kind of a tavern area. I'm not a WoW player. I don't know everything. But apparently in this kind of tavern, this inside place, as you can see, it's a little dark. But there was a painting of a reclining figure who is not wearing clothes. A lady bearing all. Now, maybe this seems weird to have in your video game, but the thing is that the reclining figure in this pose, it's a very classic pose in classical artwork. Like, you're going to see this from a variety of famous painters. I'm thinking of the scene from Titanic where he draws her in the nude. I mean, it's a famous pose. It kind of makes sense that if this is a classical, historic fantasy universe, which is based on, medieval times or whatever else, that you might expect to see paintings like that. But in today's culture, no. An obscure painting in an area of the game, which I don't think anybody even visits anymore. Nobody has ever complained about this. No one has ever cared. Well, World of Warcraft has said, no more lady. You can't, she's not even naked. Look, she's got something on. I mean, I guess it's a little bit racy that you can see some skin, but it's not like you know, some flesh is hanging out, some tassels, whatever you want to call them. I always have to avoid certain language on YouTube. I don't know what they don't like to hear. What do we get now? Add some fruit. We have to replace the lady with some fruit. All right, okay. Well, it stops there, right? There's no more of this nonsense. Nope. See this lady? She's got a little too much. Little too much here. Let's repaint her. Give her a full, whatever you want to say. Full suit of clothes. Okay. And there's lots of little changes like this. And this is actually a thing that they've done for a while. I mean, if you ever played Hearthstone, you used to have Lady Boobage hanging out and then cover it up. We're reaching an interesting point in games where it seems like developers are grappling with whether or not games can be sexy. It's a really weird time. It feels like we've almost gone backwards, because it used to be like, well, it's, you know, it's fantasy, it's fun, it can be a little bit sexy, it can be a little bit racy, because what happens in a video game, it's not real life. Like, yes, it's inappropriate to ogle in real life and, you know, force women to maybe dress a certain way, whatever else, but this is fantasy. It's supposed to be, you know, it can be a little outside the norm, because it's not real. It also just feels like we're reaching this point in society where just relations between people, you know, touchy-feely relations, whatever you want to call it, are demonized. Like everyone needs to cover up as much as possible. No one should wear clothes that ever reveal anything. You can't show things because somebody might be offended. I mean, and what Blizzard is saying is that this is progress. This is somehow related to what happened in real life. Like, well, this is a step forward for the World of Warcraft. I don't understand. This feels, and again, it feels like a smokescreen of, well, we couldn't ever do anything wrong. We love everybody, and we would never sexualize anybody, and we're going to prove it by putting some fruit in the game. Is this not an absurdity? Is this not just so ridiculous? And this is not the only thing they've done. Also in World of Warcraft, there was 2 achievements, one of which was called My Storage is Gigantic. Oh, it used to be called My Sack is Gigantic. And it was about, you know, you have a giant storage bag. And now it's called My Storage is Gigantic, because we can't make jokes. There was another one called Bros Before Ho Ho Ho's. It was a Santa Claus Christmas-themed achievement. It's now going to be called Holiday Romance. I don't know, man. Look, this all seems ridiculous to me. I feel like this is Activision Blizzard trying to cover up what they did by just going over the top. I don't even think it's going to work, because I feel like it draws more attention to it. Why would you want to make more news for your company? I mean, I didn't even know about these achievements, and now I could see some people finding out about them and maybe being offended and being like, who put that in there? Is that part of the culture of toxicity? I don't understand. It feels like a very weird move. It kind of feels like the guys in charge are just panicking and going, take everything out. No characters are allowed to have boobs moving forward. I don't know what they're doing. It doesn't make sense to me. Is this the future of games? Do we take every single sexy thing out of our games? If so, I gotta be real. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? World of Warcraft. Do you agree with taking out these achievements, changing the paintings, putting more clothes on everyone? Or do you think that maybe Activision Blizzard, they're going a little too far? It's unnecessary, and it's not going to cover up what they did and that they need to answer for in a court of law. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, got a lot of cool videos coming soon. So keep checking back. Love you guys. I love you almost as much as a painting of fruit. Love that fruit. What is going on? Makes no sense.